I just tricked my lying boss into paying me big, then walked away with a grin in the best revenge you'll ever hear. Picture this. Me, Sarah Brooks, 34, tech whiz, cashing a fat bonus check. My boss Mark's face red as a tomato. The hospital director yelling on Zoom like his world's falling apart. I'm sitting pretty, sipping coffee, knowing I beat them at their own game. Mark promised me a manager job for years, had me slaving nights, building a patient app, leading a team, then fed me excuses. Soon, Sarah, he'd say, grinning. Lies. But I got smart. When a new job came knocking, I played his game, took his last-minute promotion, worked 2 jobs, grabbed my bonus and vacation pay, then quit, leaving him stunned. Keep watching or listening to see how I fooled him. Hit subscribe to hear this work fight. Tell me in the comments if a boss ever broke a promise to you. But to know how I pulled this clever plan, let's go back to when I saw his true colors. Unity Health System was a giant in the city. Towering, all glass and white walls, it looked like hope itself. But inside, a whirlwind of hospital games. I'm Sarah Brooks, 34, tech lead, the gal who loved building tools to help patients. The place buzzed, monitors beeping, nurses rushing, phones ringing at the station, Zoom calls loud. Chart updates endless. My desk sat in the IT wing, sticky notes, a photo of my dog Max, and a keyboard I typed to death. But the vibe? Heavy. Everyone was drained, juggling patients while the bosses played tricks. I'd been there 3 years, pouring my heart into a new patient app. It tracked records, meds, visits, tests. Simple, fast, a lifesaver for doctors. I built it from nothing, led a 6-person team, worked late nights, weekends, you name it. My team, coders, testers, Jake, my loyal developer buddy, worked hard too. We were proud. But Unity? They didn't care about pride. They cared about budgets. And Mark Jensen, my boss? He cared about himself. Mark, in his 50s, was all fake nice. Sharp suit, grinning on calls like he ran the show. Amazing work, Sarah, he'd say, voice warm as coffee. But his promises? Empty. For years, he dangled a manager promotion. You're next, Sarah, just keep shining. I trusted him at first, worked harder, stayed late, fixed app glitches at 2 a.m., but every review? Excuses. Budget's frozen, he'd say, or director's not ready. My heart sank each time. I felt used. Then there was Karen, HR rep, Mark's shadow. 40s, cocky, always nodding at his lies. Mark's fighting for you, she'd say, clutching her clipboard. She didn't even check his promises. Just grinned, filed charts, and ignored us. The team saw it too. Jake would roll his eyes. Mark's a con, he'd whisper. Others, coders like Priya, testers like Sam, muttered. We were tired, stressed. But I kept going, thinking, maybe this time he'll mean it. Spoiler, he didn't. It hit me one Monday, after a long weekend fixing app crashes. I'd stayed up all night, eyes stinging, Max whining for a walk. Mark called a team Zoom. Sarah, the app's a hit, he said, grinning. Director loves it, big bonus coming. My heart leaped. Finally, I thought. And that promotion? I asked, hopeful. His grin faltered. Still working on it, soon. My stomach dropped, same old lie. Jake texted me. Told ya, he's a snake. I was mad. Hurt. 3 years of my life, late nights, missed dinners, no time for friends, and for what? A pat on the back? I started seeing Mark's games. He'd praise me to directors, take credit for my app, then stall my raise. Karen backed him up, all hospital policy nonsense. The team felt it too. Priya was burned out. Sam was job hunting. Jake kept saying, Sarah, you deserve better. He was right. I was done being played. That's when my phone pinged, a recruiter. Sarah, we've got a job. Better pay, great team, remote. My heart raced. A way out. I interviewed, aced it, got an offer. 20% more pay, real respect. I was ready to leave Unity behind. Giving my 2-week notice felt good. I walked into Mark's office, glass walls, fancy desk, him flipping through charts. Mark, I'm leaving, I said, voice steady. Got a new job. His eyes widened. What? Sarah, you're vital. He said, leaning forward. Let's talk. Talk? Now he wanted to talk? I was mad, but I listened. He spun his charm. Sarah, we need you. How about that manager job? 20% raise, backdated to this month. Start now. Karen popped in, nodding. It's a done deal, she said, grinning. My jaw tightened. After years of lies, now he offers it? When I'm halfway out the door? I saw his game. He thought I'd stay, keep slaving, while he stalled again, but I was done trusting him. Still, an idea sparked. A clever one. What if I said yes, but played my game, took his money, coasted, then left? My heart pounded. Could I pull it off? I looked at Mark, his hopeful grin. Okay, I said, forcing a smile. I'll stay. He clapped. Smart move, Sarah. Karen winked. They thought they'd won. Oh, they had no idea. That night, I called Jake. Dude, I'm staying, but not really, I whispered. Max snoozed on my couch, TV humming. Jake laughed. You're evil. I love it. I told him the plan. Take Mark's promotion, start my new job secretly, work both for a quarter, do barely anything at Unity, cash my Q1 bonus and 60 hours of vacation pay, then quit. Jake was in. I'll cover you, he said. Mark's gonna flip. The new job was a dream. Remote, chill team, real respect, building apps for a health startup. I started the next week, working 9 to 5 from home. Unity? I gave them 1 to 2 hours a day, max. Logged in late, answered emails, joined Zoom calls with my camera off. Used my 60 hours of PTO to work from home or handle emergencies. Mark didn't notice. He was too busy bragging about his app to directors. Karen? Clueless, shuffling papers, sipping coffee. But it wasn't easy. Juggling 2 jobs was a tightrope. My new job needed focus, coding, meetings, learning. Unity kept pulling me back. Mark would ping, Sarah, quick app tweak? I'd sigh, do the minimum, push it to Jake. He'd grin, fix it, whisper, you owe me pizza. I felt bad leaning on him, but he was fed up with Mark too. Screw him, Jake said. Get that bonus. Unity Health System was a drama fest. Nurses gossiped. Priya whispered, Sarah, you're quiet lately. I shrugged, just busy. Sam, the tester, eyed me. You job hunting? I laughed it off. Had to keep my plan tight. Mark didn't help. He'd call loud team meetings, grinning, saying, Sarah's our star. I'd nod, stomach twisting. He was using my app to look good while I was checking out. Karen started asking questions. Sarah, you missed a call, she said one day, eyes narrowed. My heart skipped. Oh, doctor's appointment. I lied, using PTO. She nodded, but I saw her jot something down. Was she watching me? I told Jake. Chill, he said. She's too lazy to care. Still, I got nervous. If they caught me, I'd lose everything. Bonus, PTO, my win. Then there was the team. I loved them. Priya's late-night coding, Sam's bad jokes, Jake's loyalty. But Mark's games hurt them. He'd push deadlines, skip raises, take credit. Priya looked exhausted. Sam was quiet. I worried when I quit, would they get blamed? I pushed the thought down. Focus, Sarah. Get the money, get out. Mark thought he was king. He'd stride into Zoom calls, grinning, saying, Sarah's got this. He had no clue I was coasting. One day he emailed, Sarah, director wants a demo, you're presenting. My stomach dropped. A demo? That's hours of work. I panicked, then calmed. Use Jake. I called him. Dude, demo time, help. He laughed. You're milking this, Sarah. But he built the slides I presented, director clapped. Mark beamed. That's my girl, he said. I smiled, thinking, you're done, Mark. The quarter dragged. My new job was great. Cool projects, nice boss, no lies. Unity? A slow burn. I logged in, did just enough, watched Mark brag. Karen missed every clue, too busy with HR forms. Jake kept me covered, but I felt the pressure. What if someone snitched? What if Mark checked my hours? I stayed careful, short emails, quick calls, PTO excuses. The hospital was rough on everyone. Nurses worked doubles. Doctors snapped, my team felt the heat. Mark's deadlines were brutal. Priya told me, Sarah, I'm drowning. I hugged her on a video call. Hang in there, I said, feeling guilty. Sam stopped joking, just typed. Jake stayed loyal, but even he looked tired. When you quit, he said, it's gonna be chaos. I nodded. That's the point. Mark didn't care about the team. He'd schmooze directors, grinning while we scrambled. One day he took my app demo to a board meeting, didn't even mention me. Jake texted, he's stealing your work. I was livid, but it fueled me. Keep going, Sarah. Get that bonus. Karen, meanwhile, was oblivious. She'd chat about team spirit while ignoring Mark's lies. Once, she emailed, Sarah, you're using a lot of PTO. My heart raced. Family stuff, I replied. She bought it. Too easy, I thought, but stayed alert. The quarter was almost up. Bonus time was close. As Q1 ended, I got bolder. Skipped more calls. Used PTO like candy. Mark didn't blink. He was too busy planning his next director pitch. Jake covered my tracks, whispering, you're a genius. I laughed, but my nerves were shot. The bonus and PTO payout were days away. I could taste the win. Then a curveball. Mark called a team Zoom. Big news, he said, grinning. App's getting national buzz. Sarah, you're leading the next phase. My jaw dropped. More work now? I faked a smile. Great, I said, thinking, not a chance, Mark. Jake texted, he's clueless. I nodded. Almost there. Want to see Mark freak out? Keep watching or listening and hit subscribe. It's gonna be awesome. Bonus day arrived. My bank account pinged. Q1 bonus, fat and shiny. Then the PTO payout, 60 hours, all mine. I stared at the numbers, heart pounded. I did it. 3 months of juggling, coasting, outsmarting Mark. Now it was time to quit. I set up a Zoom call with Mark. My hands shook as I clicked join. He appeared, grinning, sipping coffee. "Sarah, ready for the next phase?" he asked. I took a breath. "Here we go." "Mark," I said, voice calm, "I'm done. I quit. Effective now." His grin vanished. "What?" he sputtered. You can't." I smiled. "I can. I did." Karen popped into the call, eyes wide. "Sarah, what's this?" she stammered. I kept cool. "I'm out. Good luck." Mark's face turned red. "You're leaving us in a bind," he yelled. I shrugged. "You'll figure it out." Then the director joined, voice booming. "Sarah, this is unacceptable," he roared. "The app, the phase." I stayed calm. "You've got my work. Use it." I clicked, leave meeting, heart racing. "It's over." Unity went nuts. Jake texted, "Mark's losing it." Director screaming. I laughed, sipping coffee, Max on my lap. They were scrambling. Mark tried calling 5 times. I ignored him. Karen emailed, "Please reconsider." Nope, they thought I was stuck. They were wrong. I heard later they couldn't replace me fast. The app stalled. Mark's big phase delayed. Directors were mad, blaming him. Jake said Mark looked shaken, no more grins. Karen was quiet, probably scared she'd messed up. I felt a tiny pang. My team was stressed, picking up slack. But Jake assured me, "They're fine. Priya's stepping up." I smiled. Good for her. My new job was heaven. Cool projects, a boss who listened, a team that laughed. I worked from home, took Max on walks, had dinners with friends. No more late nights, no more lies. I felt light, like I'd shed a heavy coat. Looking back, I wondered, was I wrong to trick Mark? Maybe. He'd used me, lied, taken my work. But I played his game, smarter. I got my bonus, my PTO, my freedom. Was it fair? I think so. Jake agreed. "You won," he said. I grinned. "Yeah, I did." Months later, Jake told me Unity was still a mess. Mark lost his shine. Directors didn't trust him. Karen got chewed out for missing my plan. The team, they were okay, finding their way. I felt proud. I'd stood up not just for me, but for everyone he'd tricked. Now I'm happy. New job, new friends, no games. I sip coffee, pet Max, and smile. Mark thought he was smart, but I was smarter. And that check? It felt so good to cash.